Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Endzone 2. You joined us in Zone 2, which is a lot of number 2s to start with, not in that way though, but anyway, we are going to set up a brand new settlement. This is going to be in Zone 2, it's right in the middle, so it's probably going to be our major settlement and pretty much everything is going to go through here. This is my vision for it, and we are going to build it right here, there. And there we go. We have a large patch of fertile ground right in the middle, which kind of disrupts where I want everything to go. Over here, I think that is what is that? An old warehouse. So we will go back in. We will build our settlement here. And then we can construct our major kind of settlement area. Now, I don't want to eat too much into this fertile ground, but I also want as many houses as possible to be in range of my town centre. So this is probably going to be the area where we fit most of our stuff. There, that will do. Right, we now have another new settlement. This is Cinders. Now, it's got loads of food and water right now, but the people do not have houses. So what I'm going to do to begin with is I'm going to build a shelter. Now, for the shelter, we need cloth. Luckily, I have come well equipped today. We have a load of scrap in a nomad, we've got loads of extra bits and pieces, and we also have cloth. This buggy, for some reason, I've taken off a transport route, which I didn't mean to do, so we're just going to very quickly exchange the plastic that it's carrying and then send it away again. Then we've got some buggies here. This one, full of cloth. Perfect. So we're going to ditch this cloth here. Again, just dropping it off nicely. Then we're going to send that one back down to here. And we can now build our shelter. So I'm going to build it right here, and then we can put another one in right next to it. We are then going to build some tents because we don't have the bricks for a hut, and we'll build these right here. I think I want to, oh no, I don't actually. We're going to cancel that one. We're going to build the tents on this side like that. Another tent will go there once that's been cleared. Another one there can go in for now. So we are already off to a start. Then we want to collect some water. Now we can build a water pump on a body of water, but right now the upgraded upgraded jetty is probably our best bet. So this is, yeah, that one needs electricity. So we'll do the upgraded jetty. We're going to put it right here in the middle of this forest. And then right next to it, we are going to build our first water tower. And I want to try and keep everything nice here. This is the kind of magnum opus, so to speak, of our building. We are going to make sure that everything is really nice and uniform, set up well. In fact, let's build a second jetty just next to that first one. There we go, and that gives us a decent start. Then we can put a road in, but we don't have any tools. Again, luckily, we have some tools in this buggy here, so we can drop these off as well. Perfect. This is a great start for us. We can get a load of buildings queued up very early on, and we can get a nice road link into our town. So again, shelters, we're going to have one next to this one, then we're going to put another 2 in there, which means the roads can continue out and down. So there's a nice warehouse there, which we'll restore. We need scrap and we need bricks. And thankfully, now that I've emptied this buggy here, they can actually go to the iron wall, who are maxed out on bricks because of the trade route that we've been setting up. Essentially, shipping out all of the bricks from Newtown to the rest of our communities, and that has given us a really nice basis. Right, the Nihilists are back, they're coming in this way, and I think they're just looking around really. Yeah, it's 2 vehicles. I don't know which way they're going to go, so what we're going to do is we are going to take the 3 nomads here. Can we dump all of their stuff and then send them off? So we've got a lot of scrap in this one. We'll drop these ones off. So they're full on food and water. So I'll just keep this buggy down here. And the Nihilists are actually coming from 2 directions. So we're going to be very careful here because we'll send these mules out to meet this one. And then we will send our nomads out to meet these 2 here. So let's aim to get around about this location for them. And then we'll keep building while we wait. We have a imminent drought in our main first zone here, so we do need to be very careful with that. But we are built, we have children being born here, and stuff should start coming together. We need iron tools, though, so that's something that we're going to need to be very wary of. I think we have a car there now, which is great. So we needed bricks. We'll take some bricks, and we also need some iron tools, so we'll bring them. We'll bring some more bricks as well. Looking over just to double check what it is we need. It's scrap and it's iron tools. Good. So we'll head back over here with those iron tools to drop them off. And let's have a look at what else we can do. So we are going to need some food here. We don't have any sort of sources of food, so a fishing dock is going to go in there right next to that, and we will also put in an upgraded food depot right here as well. Perfect. Then we want to get some scrap being gathered, and we're going to gather it here so I can expand the town centre as quickly as possible. So that's going to go down right there, and we will change its work area to that space there to free up some space to get some nice community buildings and stuff in there as well. You'll notice we've got a copper ore vein right there as well. I wonder if I can just... No, I can't. So we'll do that. Then we are going to go with a wood cutting lodge, and this, I don't really want to put it there. I think we'll put our wood cutting lodge over here. Or we could build a new forest somewhere nearby. That might be a good idea, because this space is really ripe for the picking in terms of wood. There's loads going on here. Or we could just build one nearby. I might just get rid of this forest though, so we'll put a wood cutting lodge right here for now. These obviously are going to be demolished and moved because you can see we need the space, but for now, just for like close proximity of all of my resources, we're just going to stay where we are. So it looks like we've taken out the Nihilists there. There they are. One just there. I don't think the other one even got anywhere near us. I wonder if it was taken out and has despawned already. That means we miss out on some loot, unfortunately. But we can loot this one, take its guns, and then we will just have a quick look. Yeah, I don't think the other one... Where did that go then? Maybe that didn't have anything and just despawned straight away, because I can't see a wreck nearby. Unless it got through and was then taken out. There it is. Knew it would be somewhere. So we'll just go and take this. Items here. What have we got? Don't think they can loot it. Neither can they. And guess what? Oh, they can. Good. Right, so they're going to loot that wreck. Taking in that last bit of weaponry, and then they can head back to Cinders. We're obviously going to change the name of this one. And then here... Ooh, we took a beating, didn't we? But the mules did win out in the end. And this one can loot it. Well, it can partially loot it. It can take the cannon off it. And then we're going to have to head back over here to drop some more goods off. Right, we're going to drop these things off. That means we can now build, hopefully. Well, we need scrap and wood, but I have got some vehicles that are fully equipped with that. We'll just move one out of the way here. Now, this one does have two buildings. It's got the old warehouse, and it's also got the decaying mine, and that is a coal mine. But if we can restore this warehouse, we'll get a load of logistic space up and running early doors, which is really useful. Now, I have coal, I have plastic, and I have tools. A lot of the other things we need, i.e. scrap, we don't have because they are in vehicles that are currently out defending our frontier. But that's fine. They will come eventually. We're going to drop off these things. Plastic is now full, so we can't take any more plastic, but we can take the coal, which is good. I'm just going to move these guys to one side, and then when our other vehicles turn up, we can load in the scrap. So this wood cutting lodge, we've got the scrap yard there. We will put 5 people to work in the scrap yard, and we are on the road to victory, which is great. We don't have any wood here though, so there's the wood that I was wanting, and that is a drought coming in, so we're going to have to be very careful with that. Just keeping an eye on our settlements in zone 1. We'll drop off all of that wood, which again fills up our depot, and there's some scrap in this one as well, which is good, so we can drop that in. And then up here where we've got even more scrap, exchange goods with settlement. There we go. Right, our depot's full, but we can restore this warehouse. We can build that, and not that, but if we just trade, find, we're able to do exactly what we want. Perfect. Right, so we now have food up and running here. We've got 3 people working in the fishery. They do need some tools. People are now... it's because we're building so much. That's why we don't have anybody ready for it. But once they've been built, we will be able to free up some people to actually carry on working here. So this upgraded jetty is going to be built. Everything's now been constructed and our settlement is ready for action. We've got 3,750 food, 5,500 water, and then a nice amount of storage space for all of our goods. So that is brilliant. We are now starting. Now this environment is currently contaminated, so we're going to need to do something about that, which is where our decontaminators come in. We've got a load of weaponry that we've managed to bring in from various different sources, mainly just being attacked and fighting off raiders and stuff. So that's fine. What we're going to do now is we're just going to dump all of the remaining stuff from my convoy into the settlement here. Then we've got some medicine as well. We can ditch that. Then up here we've got radiation protection, which again we can place in. And some more. We just drop everything off here. Food and water. And this is perfect. They are done. They are empty. We can get rid of the plastic from this one. Done. Loads of plastic in here. Perfect. That one's empty. And that one's empty. Then we are going to move our convoy back home, just in case they're needed, and also to get some repairs. Short of water there, but we've got 1 minute left on this drought, and I think we're going to cope absolutely fine with it all. So yeah, no settlements taking a great deal of damage there. Right, so next step then is to develop this further. What I am going to do is I'm going to hire up a maximum number of woodcutters to gain some resources, and then we will continue developing this settlement. I don't need that upgraded jetty to be used yet, so what we'll do is we'll disable the production on it for now. Right, so food depot looking good for now. What we need is more materials, because I'm planning on just annexing all of the scrap and stuff. So I'm going to build some upgraded material depots around this warehouse. I'm going to build quite a lot of them so that we can store as many things as we possibly can in this area. So it's like a massive complex. Now, obviously, these aren't in range of anything, but once we have stuff being built here, I think having like a mass industry in this location might be a good idea, especially if we can get something like coal pits being used and stuff like that. We can make a little forest around the back here, planting some trees. So we'll stick a tree nursery right here, and we'll have their work area over here. So they're going to create a forest where we can start producing charcoal. And then once we've got some once we've got some production of trades up and running, the workshop, they need to be near wood and scrap. The upgraded workshop, again, it's just wood and scrap. So we can build a little scrap area out here with wood and all of that sort of stuff in there as well. Looking at the iron tools, they need to be near production of tools and iron. So like when you change these modes, I didn't realize that actually. I've been playing for a long time and not realized that when you actually build the upgraded stuff, it tells you. So these all get bonuses. That's cloth and lead, that's cloth and rubber, and that's cloth and coal. So that's good to know. Let's have a look at our weaving mill then, because that needs to be near water and fiber production, so we can produce fiber out of this side, and that'll be really useful as well. So we do have people who can now come and work in the tree nursery once everything is built here. They are just finishing off the construction there, and if you see now we're at 1,500. They're still constructing all of these buildings, so let's speed things up. And we need to have a look at our plantation. So looking at raw materials, we are going to build an upgraded plantation. If we change this mode then to fiber, we've got it on fiber already. It needs to be near a road link to the town center. All of these have the same stuff, so that's fine. We will now place the fiber production here on an angle like that. Maybe first of all, we should have a look at the weaving mill. So if we go to trades and crafts, we'll go to our expanded weaving mill. We'll place it down here. Needs to be next to water production and fiber production. So if we put a well in, an upgraded well, yes, we'll do an upgraded well, and we'll put it right there. Then we can build our plantation right here. Just put it there so I can fit the road through it. Then we can place our new road in here, and it will go along in that direction. Perfect. So we now have 1,000 settlers. That achievement has just popped, which is really good. And then we'll have this come around. I wonder, actually, should we just put the well in that space instead? Let's have a quick look, see if it'll fit in. Rated well. Yes, it goes in there perfectly. Now, it does take 1.5 times the amount it should take to actually get water. I think that's probably because it's quite far. Oh, wait, no, that is because there was another well built there already. So that's fine. Right, we've got our expanded weaving mill up and running. We need some bricks. So again, we got the Nihilists coming in again. So we'll bring our convoy out. And we're going to put the convoy right here now. They should have been repaired quite nicely, and people are now coming back in. Now this buggy here, they are just going to head over this direction. And they will pick up some more bricks. Then they'll bring that to our new settlement. We're going to make really short work of this lot, because they're just going to go straight into a wall of fire. Brought down straight away very quickly. It was just the one. Just one. How could they send one single nihilist to us? Never mind. I'll take it anyway. And we can just go and drop the goods off very quickly in our settlement. Looking at we got 3,250 space for storage, which makes it our biggest amount of storage yet. Even bigger than Newtown. So that is really good. We're going to take all of these bricks from here and we're going to drop them off in our settlement so that we can continue building. Looking at this, the upgraded plantation, yet we know that that's what we need. We've got one well keeper now, and we can open up this weaving mill. Then we need the plantation. Now, another thing we're going to have to do very quickly is get power here. So we'll drop off those bricks and then we can build our upgraded plantation. Then we need to have a think about how we get the power from this biogas plant into our settlement, which is currently called Cinders. Not really what I want it to be called, but that will do for now. We've got our weaving mill, and then we just need to have a look at creating stuff for trades and crafts again. And we want a tailor's workshop, and this one is just going to produce the normal gas masks. So we can put this here. That is near cloth production, but it is not near coal production. So we're going to sort that out now. So cloth going in there, then an upgraded charcoal kiln will go in next to it. Then we will build another upgraded lumberjack lodge we'll put down here. So now we have a full supply route right there next to depots. We can produce the charcoal that we need. Just going to fill this up as soon as this save completes. Right the way up to the top, we are losing wood. So this wood cutting lodge here, we are actually going to demolish now. We don't need it because we are building one here. So we'll push that all the way up. And we are now gaining wood. Food has very quickly become an issue, as you would expect, because, you know, we've got a lot going on here. Then we will start with our first plantation. That's maxed out. Perfect. So this plantation now has 3 people working in it. It is producing fibers, and we can produce stuff at our weaving mill. Let's very quickly sort out this food issue then. Because we've got so much farmland, obviously, an upgraded farm is definitely going to be the way to go. And because we are right next to some water here, with that well, we can just about squeeze our first farm in right here. Unless, what we could do is be very clever, and we're just going to remove all of that stuff there, and then place some more in for fiber right here. That's good. Then we can build our farm. So an upgraded farm is going to go in right there. We leave a little route there so we can actually put in some more farmland. So we will do a gravel path that comes up to here. Then, once this farm is built, can we actually move the work radius? Oh, we can. Can I move the work radius on this as well? I can. That is something I've not noticed in all of the time I've played this game. You can change the work radius of these plantations. So effectively what you could do is you could have all of that changing really nicely. Right, we're going to change the seed here to a really good one, lupine or sunflowers. So it looks like sunflowers might be my best bet here. Yep, sunflowers. No, lupine. Yeah, lupine it is. So let's put a lupine crop in all the way up to here. That takes it up to 100. We'll go to that 94 there, and then I'll just add in a little bit there. Then we can put 5 people to work there, but we are starting to lose water, so we need more people working at the jetty. There we go. Nice. Right. So that is looking really smart at this moment in time. We've got our tailor's workshop running. We are producing coal, and we are producing cloth. So let's just max this out. That's where we go into a deficit. So we'll do that. Perfect. So they now have a nice stock of gas masks coming in. We'll just change the tree planting area to here. So there's a slight overlap, but not too much. And our lumberjack lodge will continue to produce stuff, so that's really useful. We've got some empty work areas in the scrapyard at Cinders, which means they are working really well. They've cleared out that stuff already for us. We'll move them to here. And obviously there's some scrap here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a work order in to gather the scrap from here, here, and here. So that will send out random villagers to go and grab stuff from there. Anybody who is available will go to that. So I'm just going to send one of each type to these areas. They'll clear out the scrap in that location, and that will be really useful. We've got the lupine coming up. We've got this going in, and that has been a great start. They do want something. No, they don't. Or they had a task for us. But that puts us in a really good position. There is a drought coming in here, so I think we'll be okay. We might need to come and supply it, but we'll leave that until next time. Excellent. Great start. So thanks all for watching, and I will see you for the next time we come to Endzone 2, where Cinders will have a different name. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.